Hey, Conscious Habit listeners. My goal is to help support you on your journey of discovering how to live from your highest and most fulfilled self at home and at work. And in that vein, I have some thoughts I'd like to share with you today. So meditate on this. Let's get into work life balance. First, can we all just agree that it's bullshit? The idea that we are going to be able to perfectly balance everything all at once is utter bullshit. It's just not going to happen. At least not in my experience and not in all of the women's experience or professionals' experience that I've had the great fortune to know and learn from. I think work life balance, not only is it a myth, but it's just not something that's ever going to exist on a calendar. I'll share with you my insights. As a mom, I have two teenage boys. I live about an hour away from civilization. They are in every sport known to man. I have a demanding job, running a business and owning a business. I'm busy. Everybody's busy. We're being pulled in a million different directions, both mentally, physically, and emotionally. We cannot be all things to all people, and that's okay. We were never meant to be. When it comes to work life balance, a big part of feeling that or letting go of some of that mental load is just surrendering the guilt. A mantra I've had for a really long time is Amy, guilt is an option, but it's not a requirement. I really had to learn how to let go of the guilt that I might feel when I'm missing something or when I have to leave a work or project early or delegate something because of an overload somewhere else, or when I'm on a work trip and my kid hits an amazing home run, to just let go of the guilt. Guilt is not proof that we care any more deeply. It simply holds our happiness hostage. So now that we agree to just let go of the idea of work life balance, what can we do? Because the demands are not going away. For me, it's step one: wherever my feet are, put my head there. Wherever I am, just be fully present with that moment, because that guilt or that shame or that longing or that anxiousness creeps in when my head is in the future or in the past. And those emotions are going to creep in, and we don't have to push them away. We can feel them, we can acknowledge them, but we don't need to add the story to them. Just feel them in your body. Breathe. They go away pretty quickly. And remind yourself to be as present as you can be with a thing you can control, which is what is right here in front of you. The next thing is change those definitions. Just like guilt is an option, it's not a requirement. We create these false rules that we hold ourselves accountable to. Who says you have to be perfect? Where did that come from? Whose rule are we really trying to live up to here? Who says you can't say no? Where did that come from? So, redefining rules, redefining definitions. Being a good mom or a good wife or a good dad or a good husband, where did that definition come from? Again, the rules or limitations you might be holding yourself to. We're really hard on ourselves. And I think if we gave ourselves as much grace as we're willing to give others, we might feel that relief of the heaviness we've been carrying around. The last thing is be okay asking for help. It takes a village. It always has. I think within the last maybe few decades, I don't know where this came specifically, but when both parents began working outside of the home, there really wasn't this model for how do we do all of it. And so we've just tried to do all of it and ask for little help. Asking for help doesn't mean you're not good enough or you're not doing a good enough job. It takes an entire community for us to be able to survive and to thrive. So if you are like myself and many other people I know, and you've held yourself to these ridiculous standards, or you've been longing to have this work life balance, do yourself a favor and just let it go. It's never going to exist on a schedule. It can only exist when we give ourselves permission to not be perfect.